hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Amazon. Welcome, Facebook. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, Twitter. Welcome, world.
Indeed.
How are you, Steven,
Indeed.
today?
I'm fine, thank you, Marco. Always going well in the UK. It's a grey day, but it's a good day. And with you, sir? How are things with you?
I'm doing good, even though it's really cold here in Portugal. Let me
Oh,
see how many degrees. 16. It's good. I can't believe this.
you said 16.
Yes, 16 Celsius.
It's
But
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that this is not accurate
Well,
measurements.
it's yeah. Outside at the moment, it's 10 degrees in the UK, which
Okay,
you
you
don't need to
won.
wear a hat or gloves or scarf. Well,
You won the
summer.
contest.
It's summer. It's summer. I
Yes,
mean,
somewhere. Yes, in Brazil, it's summer.
I mean, one thing we're not blessed with is good weather. I mean, July, August, we might see the sun, but the rest of the year, it's very hit and miss. Where your climate is quite good
Yeah, it's a
most of
little
the
bit
year.
better, I think. Yes,
Yeah.
mostly from middle of April. Even though
Uh
we
huh.
have a saying here, which is in April, thousand waters. Translating to Portuguese, it's different because it's em abril águas mil, águas waters, mil
Hmm.
thousand,
Yeah.
which means that usually in April it's a rainy month,
Yes. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the weather
We
it starts getting better in April.
yeah, we only get rain from April through to November. Then we get snow. No, no. I mean, it's obviously uh, people actually go on holiday in Portugal from the UK. So
Yes, we
it
see.
must be sunny. That's where we escape to. That's one of the
Yes,
favourite places for Brits to escape to.
I think
Um, yeah.
besides the weather, it's the price because for UK standards, we have a really inexpensive life here.
Yeah, the exchange rate is good because
Yes.
we've got the British pound, you've got the euro, and the exchange rate at the moment is about 1.18 euros to the pound, which is reasonable. Reasonable. It just makes things a little bit cheaper for us.
Yeah, yeah. And for instance, I don't know there, but for instance, here you can have a really nice meal, and I'm talking a really nice meal. Okay,
Mm.
just by spending like maybe 15 pounds or something.
Right. Okay. You'd have to spend
Okay,
20 in the UK.
okay, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that here you will eat better because the food
Well,
here it's really good.
but I mean,
So
we've got
yes, yes.
incredibly, we've got some Portuguese cuisine in the UK. We've got Portuguese restaurants, so we could go and eat Portuguese if we wanted.
Okay, perfect. And did you try it?
Not yet, no, no,
Oh my god!
no.
Come on.
Yeah, I got to ask you a question. Would you go to an English restaurant in Portugal?
If it was it one, maybe I will. But
Oh,
because
right,
the thing is, I live in the countryside of a small town, okay,
hmm
and we barely have. Okay, we have some Asian restaurants here,
hmm
but a few. I think four in the best
yeah,
scenario. Okay,
yeah.
and
I mean,
maybe some Italianish with
hmm
pizzas and pastas.
yeah.
That's usually what we have here.
There's obviously a space for an English restaurant serving roast beef and Yorkshire pudding, roast chicken, and spaghetti.
Okay.
That's a great
we,
English dish.
we need to think about it.
Okay.
Let's start our restaurant journey. So, by the way, if it's the first time you're tuning in today in our show, please feel free to follow us, Stephen at stephenhealy.live or myself at marketing.live here this side. I think I never made it in the right place.
It's just stay down there.
Okay.
That works too.
Okay. And also, don't forget, let me see if I have it. I think, yes. Don't forget to unmute so you can pick the conversation and you can interact with us because we are nice people, friend people who
We
wants
are.
to talk, friendly people who wants to talk about the things we have in the carousel. So if you just tune in and you have any questions about the products listed in the carousel, please feel free to ask us because we will be pleased to clarify your thoughts.
Really. One of the things I discovered this morning is that if when we put a featured item up, which I'm just doing at the moment, if you click on the featured item, it actually takes you to the product page, and our video may well be playing on the product page. If you want to try this out, just click the featured item in the carousel. It'll take you in a separate tab to the Amazon.com page for that product, and you should find Marco and I actually on that page. And I think this is wonderful. I'm just trying to work out how Amazon Live works. Because if you're coming in cold and you're actually looking now for a TrebLab speaker, perhaps one like this, yeah, then if you go to the TrebLab speaker page, we'll be on that page. And if you click the link to watch us on that page, you can actually ask us a question whilst we're live. So we're bringing products onto the screen which we know about, which we own. 75% of everything you see in the carousel is something that Marco and I own, which means that we can answer questions about it. Which means that if you're on a product page and you see our video, click the link and you can ask us questions. And the other thing about the questions is that they disappear after the broadcast. Marco.
Absolutely. And by the way, if you are wondering which microphone I'm using right now, it's listed in my carousel. It's highlighted in the carousel right now. It's the Toner TC40. And if you buy it today, you will get an extra $20 coupon discount. Okay. You just need to check that coupon code. How to say it? Little square. Okay. And then you will get an extra $20 discount. Let me see who's there in the comments. So, Karinder is there.
Hello, Corinna. And
Hello. And
thank you for joining.
he's saying that
Corinna's our,
he's also live.
yeah.
If we can talk about multitasking, Karinder, it's the multitasking guy right now.
He's watching us possibly on his Android tablet, on his phone, and on his television. So he may have three going. Corinna's our good friend from London and a very experienced broadcaster and show producer. If you're looking for somebody to produce your show, then look no further than Corinda Marley. Yeah, okay, so you've got a microphone. I've got a microphone too, because the thing is about this, because you're actually watching us live now, you can actually compare the toner that Marco is using with the Audio Technica AT2020, which I'm using. And this is one of the best ways to actually get to know a microphone is to listen. And you've got the ideal opportunity on Amazon Live to watch all the different broadcasters and listen to the sound of their microphones. And when you hear a sound that you like, in the comments, ask the host of the show which microphone they're using. They will tell you. There's no doubt about it. They will tell you. I just wish every broadcaster would put their microphone and camera into their carousel. Yeah, if that would be a good idea. I think Amazon should to promote that, but that's just my thing, really.
Okay. Yeah. It makes for me it makes 100% sense because sometimes people are seeking for microphones. And by the way, let's do a shout out to Sebastian as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Corinda saying that his mixer went bang, so I need a new cable. Okay, maybe this was something that happened to me with my mixer. The cable went crazy, so I needed to buy another one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Echoing. Do you
Why is
have
the
the crisp activated today, Stephen?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm on crisp.
Because
Definitely.
I'm hearing myself.
Oh, oh, that's strange. Just a minute. I'm going to close that tab down and come back here. I do. Let me just go to. Hang on a minute. Audio. It says
Okay, I will
crisp.
dance meanwhile.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Just a minute. Just let me try something else. Yeah, I've got my normal. I've got my normal setup.
Okay, I think it's good right now.
Right. Okay.
Maybe okay. Now it's perfect
All
because
right.
usually when you listen to the echo, the voice you're listening in the echo means that it's the other person
Oh yeah. Yeah.
causing
Totally.
the echo.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
okay. It's okay now.
So
Perfect.
if you're watching on my page, could you just confirm that you can hear both Marco and I clearly? Uh,
Yeah,
that
it's
would be
okay now.
good.
It's
Then
okay.
we know. Right. Okay.
Both Sebastian and Carinda, they are saying it's. Well, I think it went came back.
It's back now.
Yes.
Okay. This is weird. I mean, I'm just bemused. Okay, let's just try something else then. I'm going to change microphones. Okay. Is it there now?
Let me try. Yes, it
Testing one,
is.
two. It's still there.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, this is live. Things will happen. I'm going to
Yes.
switch back. I'm going to switch back. I'm going to refresh and come back in. The stage
Okay,
is yours,
perfect.
Marco.
Okay, thank you. So let's keep moving on. Thank you so much for the feedback. And I'm not talking about the echoing. Thank you so much for letting us know about this situation. And this is something that happened. For instance, yesterday I was trying my new microphone, the Stoner TC. Yeah. So let's see if Steven can fix the situation. The thing is, when we are live, things can happen. For instance, yesterday I was doing the unboxing of this microphone, and then I was doing the demo. And because I have some problems with my USB port, I think now it's okay. Yes, I can't hear myself.
Testing.
Yes, now it's okay. Thank you.
Right. Okay.
I was telling that this live stream thing it's crazy sometimes because yesterday I made the unboxing and then I went to demo the microphone and I
Yeah.
plug it in a USB port and it was not working. And I said, oh my God, live streaming being live streaming. And then I
Yeah.
changed the USB to another one and
Hmm.
it's coming back. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, it's
And then it worked. So I think that I need to put it, I think this because the other day I tried also a Bluetooth connector here, and
mhm.
it didn't work that well. So I think this I have some USB ports in the front of my computer, and I think they are a little bit crazy right now.
But the sound is fine now.
I think so far it is. Yes.
Okay. And hopefully, to everybody who's watching, thank you. Thank you for staying with us. This is live video, and occasionally things will go wrong. We do have noise cancellation on, which is supposed to remove any echo between the two of us. And we never, well, speak for me, I don't have the Amazon Live tab open whilst I'm broadcasting. Just the same, I don't have the Facebook Live tab open when we're broadcasting on Facebook. It's just prevention. Okay, because the thing is, you're using more power than you need to, because we actually see each other on screen now in the studio. Hello, Seb. Nice to see you. It's going to send you the reinforcements. Okay. Right.
Okay. So did you got anything new this week?
I have nothing new. Do you have anything new this week, Marco?
Okay, besides the microphone?
Besides the microphone, yeah. What do you got?
I think I don't.
Oh,
I
right.
let me check. I I don't. No, no. Yes, because the table I already got the new desk last week, and
Okay.
also this. I think I already showed you my trays. See, these are my cable management trays. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I bought this to put. Let me see if I have them in my carousel because this could be useful. Yes, I have. Okay, this is useful to put. For instance, if you have some power strips, instead
Mm-hmm.
of putting them in the floor, and this will cause a mess like a spider web of cables. Okay,
It
you
does,
can
yeah.
put
I'm
this.
looking now, and it does, yeah.
You can put this underneath your desk. You can fix it on the top. Okay, you
Mm-hmm.
have here four holes for the screws, and it comes with screws
Okay.
as well. Okay, and also you can fix this to a wall, for instance. Okay, and this is big. You, just give me a moment. I will get my power strip I have here.
Okay. Right. While Marco's away, I've got control of the show. I've got a great range of products to actually show you this afternoon. And Marco's back. I can stop talking now. Right.
So I'm back, and as you can see, this is a big power strip, as you can see,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes perfectly here. I think they built this tray to put this power strip.
Right. Okay. Design for each other. Yeah.
So this is a nice way for you to have the things a little bit more clean and neat instead of I just I have this one here in my hand because I need to record a shoppable video. Okay, but
Ah, right. Okay.
once I get the video recorded, I will put it as well underneath the desk so I can put and also this power strip so I can have things a little bit more organized because I need it.
Brilliant. Okay. Right.
Let me
Well,
see what else. Yes, yes.
I would talk about something. Let's try something. You know me. I'm always experimenting. What I'm going to do, and I might be able to do this. Just give me a second. Either I'm going to disappear in a puff of smoke, or you're actually going to see something different on screen. So just a second. Okay, and hopefully in a second, I've probably gone blank now. Okay, can you see? Can you still hear me? That's the first thing.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and what I
Okay.
want to talk about is it's flashing in and out, isn't it?
Yes, yes, yes.
I told you that this was experimental. Uh, okay, that went very well. I don't want to talk about that. Oh, right. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm going to come back for real. I'm going to switch cameras. That went very well. I'm going to report that back to XSplit because that wasn't what I expected to happen. Oh, good. And hopefully, I'm coming back in a second. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
back.
you're
Okay,
back.
I'm back. Okay.
Welcome back, Stephen.
That just simply didn't work, which is unfortunate because it was a beautiful graphic that I wanted to actually show. But never mind, this is live video, and we can carry on. Now, the thing I'd like to talk about, if I may, Marco, is this.
Yes.
Okay, and I am going to switch cameras for this. This bit should work. Just a second. Just a second. I'm going to switch my camera, and I'm going to switch. Okay, to that one. Okay, and I'm going to go full screen. Okay, thank you, Marco. See, that worked. This is the beauty of having a second camera. This is the camera, talking about the camera, first of all. This is the camera that's in my Microsoft Surface Book 2, which is down the carousel. There's a discount on it today. You can see my Under Armour rucksack on the door. You can see my soft lights, and you can see my Polytech green screen, and you can see my 5.5 half-foot iPad stand. But what I want to talk to you about is this. This is the TrebLab HD77 wireless portable speaker meant for use outdoors and indoors. You have on the top 4 embossed buttons. You've got power on, which I'm going to press now. And when you press power on, you get the blue lights and the sound, which you probably didn't hear. The buttons along the top actually, sorry, it was talking to me then. The buttons on top are embossed so you can easily find them. You can go to the previous track, go to the next track, increase the volume, decrease the volume. Okay. On the bottom of the speaker, on the bottom of the unit, is basically the place where you can actually charge. Okay, so USB, let's show you, USB-A to USB-C cable, which actually comes with the speaker. You can recharge it. If you recharge for 4 hours, then the unit will run for 20 hours. Okay, now the thing about this is that when you seal it up, this unit is waterproof. Okay, so you can take it outside. It can withstand rain. If you want to go up Everest with it, it will go up Everest with you. It has 2 speakers, one at the front and one at the back. So you've got 360-degree sound all the way around. At the either end, there is a subwoofer. And as the music or podcast is playing, the subwoofer vibrates. Now, each of the speakers is 12.5 watts, giving a total 25 watts between the two, which is more than enough to fill the average room. The average room, 20 watts will fill it. So this, I'm saying, actually goes up to 11, which is a film reference. If you know the film, type it in the comments. And it's brilliant sound. It's made of ABS plastic and it's got the coating on it. This, you feel like you can actually drop it on the floor and it would bounce. But I'm not about to do that intentionally. It is waterproof, sweatproof, and it is for outdoors. Okay, you pair it with your Android phone, your iPhone, your iPad, your iPod. Okay, it pairs easily. Basically, just switch the unit on, go to Bluetooth on your device. This will show as the HD77, press connect, that's it. Then you can go to Spotify, Amazon Music or Podbean, and you can play music or podcasts. Okay, and everybody stood anywhere near the speaker or sat anywhere near the speaker will actually be able to hear it. I just love the design. As far as the sound is concerned, I would love to actually play you Rolling Stones now, which I could, but I can't because Mark and I will get taken off the air. So I can't play you any music. If you click the link that's down in the carousel, that will take you to a page where you can hear the speakers. Because the problem that we have technically when we're demonstrating speakers is that this speaker would go into my microphone. My microphone goes into Marco Studio. And then from Marco Studio, it goes to Amazon Live. Then from Amazon Live, it goes to you and your speakers. So you're not going to get the true sound. Closest you're going to get is if you actually go, click the link and actually play the video. That's it, really. All I can say is, I mean, I've been using this regularly now, and it sits on my desk in front of my keyboard, and I paired it with my iPad, and I can listen to music whilst I'm working. I basically really enjoy using it. Great sound. They've cut the lows and the highs out, and the resulting sound is more than sufficient unless you're actually an audiophile. For most people, this is a great speaker. Now, over the weekend, we had our Christmas party because there's nobody in the UK over Christmas. Everybody's traveling. So I said to Martin, I said, Martin, can you do me a favor? I said, can you pair, I switched this device on, and I said, can you actually pair with the speaker? And he saw the HD77, press connect, and I asked Martin to actually play his favorite playlist. So for the next 20 minutes, Martin played his playlist. And then I asked Satish, would you pair with the HD77? He said, yes. And we got Satish's playlist. Now, the whole point about this is that because this is Bluetooth, nobody requires a password. They just need to be within 30 feet of the unit. and they can pair with it, and they can take control of it, and they can play their favorite music. This is ideal for a Christmas party, okay? Because you ask your guests, oh, what sort of music do you like? Oh, would you like us to listen to it? Certainly. Just pair with the HD77, press play on your playlist, and we can hear your music. So this is my new Christmas party game, designed for the HD77, and it just goes down so well because there's nothing people like better than showing off their musical taste, their good musical taste, to friends at a party. So this is definitely a party animal, and I'm going to switch it off now, which means that we've come to the end of this section. There you are. Okay, thank you, Marco.
Okay, let's change devices. This you talked about the father. Now I'm going to talk about the son. The
Okay.
HD7. Okay, they look really similar. The main difference here is that you don't need to go out of the screen, Steven. Stay there. Don't be
I'm
shy.
not trying. I am. I'm here. I was just switching camera.
Okay. So this as you can see, they are really similar. The main difference is that the other one it's bigger, a little bit bigger. This one doesn't have the LED lights here at the top. Okay. And this has this thread here. So you can put it in a kind of mount. For instance, if you because TravelLab has this mount where that you can put it in the bike. Okay, then you
Mhm.
can
Yeah.
screw
Oh,
this,
yeah. Yeah.
and you can be listening music while you're
Cycling.
biking. Oh my god! I'll start cycling. Oh my god! I was about to say it in Portuguese. This would be crazy. But the thing is, one of the things that Stephen highlighted was the way they are built. Have a kind of a solid built feeling you have when you touch them. Okay, they are really solid, and yes, it seems that even though you can drop it in the floor, they will stay the same. I'm not doing that also because I don't
No.
want to I don't want to find out that I was wrong. But the thing is they are really well built and they sound really well. I think I can try because I can go to a place where I find free music. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna. It's not Rolling Stones, but it's pretty good music as well.
Okay. The
Let
thing we
me.
want to mention as well, whilst we're doing this, that both these products are made by TrebLab in America,
Yes,
designed by TrebLab. And the thing about TrebLab design, it's designed for the kit to actually work outdoors and also to be stylish. And also, most important thing is that the system that they design is as good as it gets for audio on a Bluetooth speaker.
okay. Let me because it was connected to the wrong device. Things that happen when you're live. Okay, TrabLab HD7. Where is it? It's here. Oh, I see where this could be connected. I think it is connected to my computer. So
Okay.
let's try again.
Okay. So just said it's an American company. And back to Marco.
Okay.
Ah.
It's really powerful, as you can tell.
It is. It is.
And
If you're a fan,
it's
if
really
you're a fan of,
tiny.
yeah.
Okay, so there you go. And thank you, TrabLab, for sending this to us. I think I will have more products to review. So stay tuned. These were TravelLab HD7 and HD77, which was an amazing gear, by the way.
Totally.
So let's keep moving. What else do you want to talk about, Steven?
That's a good question. I think I want to do my famous headphones. Okay, they're famous to me anyway. They're famous to me.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. I've got these are headphones. I've got some earbuds which you may see later in the broadcast. But I know from Amazon that basically when people watch our broadcast, watch my broadcasts, and we're live virtually every day on Amazon. I'm live at 9 a.m. every day. When people watch our broadcast, one of the things that people like and actually buy are these. Okay, now these come in a case. Okay, that's the case. And if I turn the case around, you can see that they are AfterShokz. AfterShokz. You notice how I said the, Marco, which is to us Europeans is a strange sound.
If you can highlight the AfterShokz in the carousel, it will be great, Steven, so people can see where they can find.
Well, just give me a moment. You have to give me a moment. Bear with me. See, when you've got somebody directing the show, you don't forget things because they tell you when you've missed something. They must be they must be down in the carousel somewhere. Okay, found them. Right. Okay. First of all, they're down in the carousel. There's featured item on the left-hand side of the screen. They are $59.95 today, which is a 25% discount. So they're normally $79.95. Today, they are $59.95. And I'm now going to model them for you. Now, I'm not the world's best model, but I do know that I love the look of these. So those are AfterShokz headphones. Now, the basic thing is, the first thing is that these go over your ear and they are bone induction. It's not into your ear canal. They don't go in there. They actually sit over your ear and you hear the sound being conducted, and the sound quality is good, is really good, I've got to say. They are, first of all, they are waterproof. They are sweat proof. They're great for running, walking, jogging, and going to the gym. They're ideal because they won't fall off. They stay in place. The other thing is, because they're not in your ear, people can actually talk to you. Somebody can stand next to you and talk to you, and you can hear them. But from a safety point of view, you can actually also hear the traffic that's going around you, and you can hear the cyclist behind you. Now, I go for walks on the local canal footpath, and the cyclists go on there too. And so cyclists are quiet, okay? And they come up behind you, and you have to listen out for them. Because you're wearing these, you would hear them. Simple as. Okay, I know that for a fact because I've moved out of the way of more than one cyclist when I've been walking along the canal. You can make and receive phone calls using these headphones. Making a call, you use your virtual assistant, which can be Siri or similar, okay? And you can voice dial the number, okay? And you can take a phone call with one click, okay? A phone call comes in on your phone and you answer it using the headset. This headset pairs, it says AfterShokz. So you go to your mobile phone or your iPad or your Android tablet and you look for AfterShokz and you just press connect and then you're actually connected and you can then listen to your favorite podcast, your favorite music on Amazon Music or Spotify or similar. They're durable. I mean, I've had these for about 2 years now, and they're not showing any signs of wear at all. They truly are waterproof. I've been out and about walking, and I've got wet through, but the headphones have just carried on working throughout. They're just so reliable. The sound is good. Price is good today because it's 25% off, only $59.95. This is the gift. You're actually giving a gift which will make people want to get up and go out and about so that people can actually see the headphones. Now, these are blue, but other colors are available. If you go click link to the AfterShokz, you will actually find all the information about the AfterShokz. There's a full range. Our mutual friend Chris DeBoven has actually got two sets of AfterShokz. One is on charge and one she actually wears, which is a brilliant way of actually doing it. Charges for 1.5 hours, gives a 6-hour airtime, which is more than enough. And it doesn't, 1.5 hours is a reasonable charging time. The quality of the build is good. AfterShokz are an excellent company producing a series of great range of headphones. And the basic thing about these is that, as you can see from the construction, they actually fold up to go in the case, which you can put into your rucksack and just carry around with you while you're out and about. And they've got controls on which do everything that you'd want them to do: increase and lower the volume, play the next track, play the previous track. All the normal functions are actually accessible, readily accessible. The thing is, just to repeat, these do not go in your ear canal. Okay, so there's no problem with fitting at all. You know, the earbuds and ear headphones that come with grommets, well, widgets. We've not decided what to call them yet, have we, Marco? There's little bits of rubber that actually go. There's none of that involved. It doesn't go in your ear. I can wear these quite easily for 2 or 3 hours at a time. They're so light, I actually forget that I'm wearing them, which is not a problem because it means I'm listening to something. So AfterShokz for the win, really. Brilliant design, great range of products that they have, and our friends have actually bought them, which is a brilliant recommendation. So AfterShokz. And thanks to Marco, they're down the carousel. Marco.
Yeah, and I think we forgot to mention that we can get income calls on the Travel Lab speakers as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
on the
many things
speaker,
to say. Yes.
the speaker that we showed you earlier, the HD77 and the HD7, both have an internal microphone, and I've listened to somebody using it, and the quality is very good.
Absolutely.
It did, because in researching these products, we actually go and watch videos that other people have done. Because the quickest way to learn about anything, you've got two ways to learn about anything. One, come to Amazon Live, and we'll tell you all about live video and the equipment we're using. Or two, you could go, not now, but you could actually go to YouTube. Okay,
Yes.
Marco.
I think here it's better because it's real time interaction.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
you can ask questions, you can watch us doing some tests as well. Okay, like for
right.
instance with my toner microphone, which I can, let me see if I can show
Yeah.
it a little better. Okay, so as you can see, it has here. Okay, I need to move it around. And by the way, it comes with also with the boom arm, which is a really nice boom arm. I was doing this demoing with Steven before the show started because even though it is a springed
It is.
boom arm, you it's really rare that you hear the springs stretching. Okay, as you can see, look, I move it, and this is something that you're not doing usually when you're broadcasting or podcasting or whatever. Okay, I don't see I don't see people moving forcing the
No.
boom arm.
True.
Well, at least I don't recommend that you should do that. Okay, so it has this pop filter as well, and one of the reasons, and I this was Toner that sent me this microphone to me to review it while I
Yeah.
was live. And by the way, if let me highlight it again because I think I love this microphone. This was kind of
Well,
love at
yeah.
yes, yes, Steven.
You were saying that before you started. I mean, you have a Shure microphone to
Yes,
actually
I do.
compare it with, and you love the one that you're actually using at the moment.
Yes, and the thing is, this one is a condenser microphone. Let me bring the Shure also to the. Let me
To the
do
party.
the press conference mode. Okay, let me turn the Shure on. And the thing is, this is a dynamic microphone. This is a condenser microphone. Okay, main differences about these two kind of microphones. This one, it's one kind of microphone that rejects the sound from the environment. Okay, you need to speak close to the microphone. For instance, one of the things I like to do is to decrease the gain. Okay,
Hmm.
I put myself closer to the microphone, and this will reject most of the sounds from the surroundings. Okay, also this at the dynamic microphones, they have a more embodied sound. Okay, it's kind of, there's more more body on the sound. Okay, but at the same time they don't have the same detail in the sound that you will find in condenser microphones. On, for instance, a condenser microphone, you can talk a little bit away from the microphone. Okay, because it will pick the sound. But in the opposite side, with this, you make, for instance, when you're clicking the mouse, when you're typing, these sounds may come to the microphone as well. Okay, so you should consider which kind of sound you like most. For instance, if you are in a noisy environment, maybe you should consider to have a dynamic microphone. Also, if you want a more embodied sound, you should consider as well a dynamic microphone. But for instance, in the opposite side, for instance, if you need to move around while you're doing your broadcasts or recordings, you want to move around, maybe you should consider a condenser microphone. Also, if your environment is quiet, you can use as well a condenser microphone. And the thing is, if you want your voice to have more detail, more clear, maybe this is the best option. But I think the best way for you to judge somehow is to listen how both sound. Let me put the Shure to work as well. So I think now you're listening to the Shure as well.
That's brilliant. That is it's so deep. That is the best microphone I've ever heard.
So this is the Shure MV7. Okay, have in mind this is a 200 and something dollars microphone. This one is a $90 microphone, and today you will get an extra discount of $20 if you just check that coupon code. And also you will get the boom arm. And believe me, this is the best boom arm I have had. Okay, and it's, even though if you can buy it by itself, it's the Toner T20 boom arm. Okay, it's, I think it's around $46, $36. Okay, and it's an amazing boom arm. Okay, and also it has underneath in the clamp, it has a hook where you can hang your headphones. Okay, but if you want an amazing sounding microphone, this, and you in a budget, this could be a nice option for you. So this, right now you're listening to the Shure MV7 microphone. Okay, and now let me change to the Toner TC40, and now it's the Toner TC40. I think one of the main differences is that this one has more detail in the
Mhm.
sound.
Yeah.
Okay, this one, somehow, let me change again, cleans a little bit more the audio.
Mm.
Okay, and the thing is, if I move away from the microphone, okay, and
Yeah.
this is, I'm not doing this while I'm speaking because I know how to do this. I'm away, I don't know, maybe 2 inches away from the microphone, and this is something that you should consider to do. Okay, because when you move away, there you're kind of inviting other noises to come into the microphone. Okay, so the thing is, this, as I like to say, I think the dynamic microphone and this particular one, and for instance, the SM7B from Shure as well, they have this embodied sound that I like. Okay.
Hmm.
This one has a kind of a more clear sound, but I think I like them both. But of course, this is my favorite one. Okay. But I
Yeah.
think this one is it's a good choice as well.
Well, the toner it's a different type of sound, different type of microphone, and the both have their place. Both have their place.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the other thing which is important, I think this is on as well. This
Hmm.
is the toner TC40. This is the Shure MV7. The thing is, and this is something that we should have in mind when we, and I think we are here as well to help people make the best decision. Because, for instance, one of the things that can help people to choose from this or this, it's the budget. Okay, this is let me see, 220, almost 220 microphone. This one, it's over $90. Okay,
Hmm.
so this is a difference. And besides this microphone, for instance, you may have to buy an XLR cable, whatever. But the thing is, for instance, if you are working in a little bit noisy ambience, okay, you need to buy this microphone, because with this one you will get these noises in your audio. Okay, for instance, if you want to have a more clear voice, maybe you should consider, and you're in a quiet room, maybe you should consider buying this one. For instance, if you need to move while you're doing your things, while you're doing the pod recording, even though I don't recommend this, of course. Okay, but for instance, you need to move, this condenser microphone, it's our choice, because as you can see, I'm gonna move, and I think you can hear me from this one, but you
Yes.
can't hear me from this one.
Correct. Good
Okay.
demonstration.
So this is the thing, and I have here Liam Rodriguez typing, I don't know which language, but thank you so much for tuning in. So this is the thing. They are different microphones. They it depends in the budget you have. It depends in the place you're broadcasting as well, and also your personal tastes, of course.
Mhm. It is.
Okay,
It is.
because
It is a personal choice as well, isn't it? But I
absolutely.
mean, we start off with a microphone that's in our laptop or PC or Mac. That's where we start, and then we move on to an external microphone. The first external microphone you'll find is in your camera, which is a good point to actually talk about cameras.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Marco, which is your camera today?
Right now, I'm using this one. In Europe, this is a Canon 700D, but
Mhm.
in United States, in Amazon, it's the Rebel T5i. Okay, this is the basic set with a 58 millimeter lens. Okay, one of the things I want to change in the next times, it's okay. Let me put this microphone a little
Okay.
bit away. Now I'm using this one. One of the things I want to change is my lens. I want to buy a 50 millimeter. I think it's a 50 millimeter lens. Yes, so I can use that feature which blurs the background.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is something that I want to do soon. And but that's it. I bought this camera to take pictures, take photographs, and also to record some video. But
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe 6 years ago. So it's still working, I think,
Well,
pretty
that's
good.
yes, indeed.
And I think you should have that in mind as well. Buy things that last, because if sometimes we tend to buy cheap things, and the thing is, you will spend time choosing, buying, and they last less time, and then you need to make the whole process again. So it's better to put a little bit more money in the product you want to buy. Okay, or wait a little bit more, and then buy something really good so it can last. For instance, this camera, the other camera, I think, let me see how is the image. This is the C920. Okay,
Hmm.
it was the first actual camera I bought. Okay, after having the laptop camera. Okay, so have this in mind. Sometimes we tend, okay, I don't have enough money. I need to, and sometimes it's that rush that we need to buy because we saw it and we liked. And have this in mind how they last, because it's something
Exactly.
important. For instance, this C920, I bought it, and now it's my secondary camera. Okay, I
Yeah.
can have a different angle, a different perspective with this camera. Okay, have this in mind as well. And then, for instance, the Canon, the main camera, I think I can show you. Let me see if I can show you in this angle. Oh, it's there. Let me just adjust this one. Okay, and this angle is provided also from for another camcorder I bought, which
Hmm.
allows me to bring this angle. So this is the DSLR camera I'm using right in this angle. Okay, I bought it to take pictures and to record video, but then Canon released a software which allows me to use it as a webcam, which is really nice because you will get a better image, as you can see, and you don't need to buy another camera. Okay, and also one of the things, just to finish, another important thing is that you need to buy a dummy battery. Okay, instead of using the normal battery, because you may run out of battery, and this could be really frustrating while you're recording and suddenly no camera.
Yeah.
Okay, you just type on Amazon, for instance, you look to the dummy battery and you insert the name, the model of your camera, and then you will find it in order to use it without worries. Back to you, Stephen.
Right. Okay. Uh, so that's the DSLR camera and the C920. Now, when we first start broadcasting, most people for their first external camera will use the C920, and its current version is the C920X, which is down the carousel. At the moment, if you click the link in the carousel, it's 14% off. It's $59.99 as opposed to $69.99. And that's the camera most people start with after you've used the one in your laptop or PC, because this camera is a quality camera. Logitech have a large part of the camera market, and you've got the 920, 922, 925, 930 Brio, and then one that Marco found, which has a name but that number.
Syncam.
Um, and basically, each one is slightly better than the previous one, but the 920X is the one that most people buy, and today it is 14% off if you click the link in the carousel. But I can tell you, I've been demonstrating to you the Logitech Brio since this broadcast began. Logitech Brio is towards the top of the Logitech range, and it is capable of 4K. It's wide angle. It does 1080 and 720. Now, both Marco and I are actually broadcasting in 720 today. That's 720 pixels density, which means that it's not the lowest resolution, but it is a low resolution. 1080 is higher, 4K is brilliant, but we can't broadcast in 4K because we don't have the internet infrastructure to do it. You just can't do it. It would take too many pixels. So the choice then is between 1080, which is high definition, and that's what you sort of get on YouTube. This is the YouTube quality video, is 1080, and we're on 720. Now we're on 720 because the bandwidth required on 720 is a lot smaller. So this is a user-friendly camera. Okay, going out at 720 because we're not asking you on your mobile phones to have twice as many pixels as you need. Because to go from 720 to 1080, you're actually doubling the number of pixels that need to be transmitted, which is not a good idea. So you've been watching the Logitech Brio. There is a piece of software which you can get, which is called Logitech Capture. And you go to the logitech.com site and you type in the search box Logitech Capture. You can then download the software. And the software gives you great control over the camera. With a desktop camera, you don't have any great control. With an external camera like Logitech Brio or C920, 922, 925, we'll stick with the Brio, you've got great control. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can go left and right, so you can pan left and right, you can go up and down, you can change the brightness, you can change the contrast, you can change the color. So you can actually tailor how you look on screen using Logitech Capture. And having an external camera gives a broadcast a totally different feel from your internal camera, because the quality is improved. The number of pixels in the image is improved. And I've got a C920 attached to my second computer in the office, and I'm using Logitech Brio today. That's the camera you're looking at today. It's 14% off. It is a workhorse. It's sat on top of my BenQ monitor, 27-inch monitor, which you also find in the carousel. I mean, the thing is, it's plug and play PC, plug and play on a Mac, and you just set it and forget it, because once it's there, it will just switch on when you want it to. It's very, very reliable. I've had no problems at all with the Logitech cameras. Marco?
Well, as I mentioned, I'm using this one for years. I don't know, maybe at least 7 years. And let me add something, because Steven, you mentioned the Logic Capture, but and I like to say this as well, that most of USB cameras, they don't have any software for you to have more fine tuning over the camera. And Logitech doesn't have one software, it has two softwares besides Logic Capture, which will give you broader options. They have also the Logitune software. Okay, I'm gonna showcase it a little bit for, because it's easier to manage. It has fewer options, but it's more than enough to do it on the go. Okay, so I'm gonna show you while I'm live
Mm-hmm.
that. Okay, I think, for instance, you can move a little bit like this. Okay,
Yeah.
one side or another. Okay, you can make some color adjustments. You can use filters, for instance. Okay, as you can see. Hopefully it doesn't have x-ray. Okay, I can move a little bit the exposure. Okay, the brightness. Okay, this is good because sometimes, for instance, now I'm using a mix, a blend between natural light and also LED panels in front of me. And natural lights, usually the sun goes away and you will get out of light. So you need to adjust a little bit while you're broadcasting these things. Okay, so you can do this. Let me just reset the colors.
And this is the lighting that's in my room at the moment. But if I press the exposure button,
Yeah.
you can actually see me.
One of the good things about this Logitech is that they work really well without many light. Okay, you don't need to have expensive lights to have a good image from them.
That's true. That is very true. So the Logitech cameras,
Yes.
largest
Yes.
percentage of the market. They have the
Yeah.
largest percentage of the market. Nobody ever got fired for buying a Logitech camera. If you're looking for the ideal Christmas present, then the Logitech C920 is a great place to start. If you're looking for something more sophisticated, then Logitech Brio, which you're actually watching at the moment. So Logitech C920 is $59.99, $59.99. It's 14% off at the moment. And the Logitech Brio is an incredible 21% off. It's $157.98 if you click the link in the carousel. And this is important. Both Mark and I have, on some of the items in our carousel, have special pricing. When we have, we will tell you. But the pricing that you're seeing is only applicable whilst we're live. Okay, so this is an opportunity to actually snap up some bargain Christmas gifts, either for
Oh yeah.
yourself or somebody else.
And let me add something, because you mentioned that, and it's true. Logitech, it's one of I think the C920 was the standard when we talked about webcams
Hmm.
for a long time.
It
Okay, I
is.
think now maybe Brio. I think now it's spread it a little bit, but the thing is, there are many people that even today uses the C920 as the webcam. Okay, but the thing is, Logitech, it's one of my favorite brands. For instance, right now I'm using my keyboard, which is listed in my carousel as well. It's a Logitech. I have speakers from Logitech. I have this headset from Logitech. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have a presenter, because I one of the jobs I do, it's also I'm a trainer. Okay, so,
Mhm.
and I'm a public speaker as well, so I need a presenter, and it's a Logitech as well. And I think the main features about Logitech devices is they look really nice,
Mhm.
they work really nice, and they last really nice. Okay, so I think
Yeah.
these are the three main things when you buy something from Logitech, is that they have a good design, they last long, and they are really reliable. Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
this is something that I think we should highlight about Logitech, because I think both of us, we are Logitech fans.
Oh yeah. I mean, I mean, Logitech C920 changed the way things were. I mean, we came into live broadcasting, and it was the first external camera that I got. And I was blown away, as you say, by the reliability, because it's 6 years old now and it still quite happily works. Um, so yeah, Logitech for the win, I think, most definitely.
Absolutely. What else do you want to talk about?
What else would I like to talk about? Okay, um, I'm going to talk about something which is nothing to do with cameras and microphones. We're going to get away from cameras and microphones, and I want to show you something. I'm going to switch cameras just a moment. This may or may not work because it's a bit dark here, so just let me switch camera to the other angle, and do this by clicking there, and I can go there. And hopefully in a second it will switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
Okay, I'm on the other camera. Okay,
It's good.
you can see me. Good.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
One of the things that I've love, and I wear it every day. I put it on when I get up in the morning. I take it off when I go to bed at night. Is my Logitech? Sorry, sorry.
That
Bleep,
happened to me
blooper,
as well.
blooper. Yes. Brilliant. Rewind. You can't do that on live video. If you make
Well,
a mistake,
at least, Steven, you made me happy, because this doesn't happen only to me.
no, 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 no. Yeah, it happens to us all. You just got to go with it and accept it. This is a Fitbit Inspire 2. Now, what you have is a central unit, and then you've got a strap. Now, the strap that comes with the unit is black. It's very soft rubber, and it just fits on your wrist. This is a simple but magical piece of equipment. This is the piece of equipment that keeps me fit. I keep fit by walking. Now, I do 8,000 steps a day, which is 4 miles. So 2,000 steps equals 1 mile. If you just walk around the house all day, around the office all day, you will do at least 1 mile. As soon as you go out the door, that's when you start accumulating steps. And this unit, the Fitbit HR Inspire 2, there was an Inspire, which I also had, but this is the Inspire 2. If you click the link in the carousel in a moment, you'll actually find this Fitbit Inspire. And I'm inspired by the number of people who actually buy Fitbits after watching the broadcast. This is a life changer. This is the ideal present for somebody to get them out and about, to get them fit. If you can walk 4 miles a day, then you will get fitter. That's a known proof. Well, I have. Okay, this is my fourth Fitbit. They change the models every year, but I change mine every 2 years. It's not that they wear out; it's that you want the latest technology. We've all got this fear of missing out, FOMO, but they do keep improving it. They improve the accuracy. Okay, and for its price, if you compare this to other units, this is, especially today, as I'll tell you, this is very, very cost effective. Now you can, if you go to the Fitbit page, you'll find a range of Fitbits that you can actually use. I love this because this is just the beginning. Behind the Fitbit is a website called Fitbit.com. Now Fitbit.com is your home. This unit records your steps. Fitbit.com will tell you how far you've been today, how far you've been this week, how far you've been this month, how far you've been this year. So you're actually competing against yourself. And the idea is that you actually improve as you go on. Now it's winter now, so doing 8,000 steps a day is a push, but I always try. On the website itself, you will have the ability to join a community. Now, this is a community. I'm going to put the Fitbit back on. This is a community of people who encourage each other to do steps and stay fit. So in other words, you've got people who will cheer you on, and they run weekly competitions. Okay, there's a weekend challenge on Saturday and Sunday. There's a weekday challenge which runs from Monday to Friday, and you get in a group of friends, contacts originally, and then they become friends, and you enter the challenge. Now, I'm never going to actually finish at the top of the challenge, but I do sort of finish in the middle. But the thing is that people encourage each other to do more steps, and that's what we all need. With all due deference, I hope I don't get kicked off of this, but every so often, when it comes to fitness, you need somebody to give you a up the derriere, to actually encourage you to actually continue to do the steps. If you do the steps, you will stay fit. It's a simple equation. Yeah. And it doesn't matter what the weather is. Put on your Aftershocks headphones and go out the door and just walk. Just enjoy the countryside. Okay. I'm fortunate. I mean, I live in Wiltshire in England, about 120 miles from London. And we've got the Kennesavan Canal. I can go for a walk on the canal. I can go for a walk to the castle. We've got our own castle. And I can walk in the woods all around Devizes. So walking, listening to a podcast is a favorite. Yeah. So you can have your Fitbit on, which measures your steps, listen to a podcast and get your exercise. Now, this is, if you're going to give a gift to somebody, the last thing they would expect to get is, let's change camera again. If I can remember how to do it, Marco, I'm going to change camera and come back. So if I go there, and after a second, I'll be back. Okay, we're waiting for the second. I'm waiting. I'm back. Okay, right. I just wanted to change camera then. If you give a Fitbit as a present to a friend or a relative, then you're actually helping them to get fit in 2022. We all start 2022 with New Year's resolutions, possibly. Okay, not everybody, but we aim during 2022 to stay healthy. Okay, irrespective of what's going on around us, we are going to stay healthy. The best way to actually stay healthy, and the simplest way, is to walk, is to go walking. But you want to measure how well you're doing. You want to compete against other people, a friendly competition, not a rivalry, so that you're actually keeping fit. And the Fitbit is one of the easiest devices to use. You switch it on, it pairs with there's an app on your mobile phone, be it iOS or Android. You can see how many steps you've done. And then on the website, you can make friends and influence people and support other people in their quest to stay fit in 2022. And it's a quest that I'm part of. You'll find that there are websites that encourage you to walk with your Fitbit. And if you wanted, you could walk from Land's End to John O'Groats virtually and pass through all the English towns along the way. Yeah, your Fitbit measuring your steps, your Fitbit linked to the software that tells you where you are. And I'll put more information about that in a blog later. But for the moment, 2022 is the year of the Fitbit. Did I mention? People say, who are Fitbit? Okay, Fitbit have been around for quite a long time. This is my fourth Fitbit in 8 years. They are owned by a company called Google. Okay, so Fitbit is actually owned by Google, and so Fitbit was liked so much by Google that they actually bought the company. If you want to know more, click the link in the carousel in a second, and that will take you to the Fitbit. Marco.
Perfect. And by the way, we have a new visitor here. Tommy, thank you so much. Thank you so
Hello,
much.
Tommy. Nice to see you.
Tommy brought a really nice question, which is, how does one get started as a streamer without breaking the bank? And how do you, if you are any good at it? And I don't know if it's mentioned that we are not good at live streaming or breaking banks.
Right. Okay. Okay. Just before I move on, the Fitbit Inspire is 30% off today if you click the link in the carousel. And hello, Tommy. How do you get started in live broadcasting? Shall we tell our stories? We'll tell our stories. It's an opportunity to tell our stories, and we like telling stories. We do like telling stories. Okay. 6 years ago, there was a new website called Blab, B-L-A-B. And the basic principle of Blab is that you had 4 people on screen and you had a chat running down the side, and it was private as a room. It was like, it's a Facebook chat room, but it was 6 years ago, not now. And people would actually watch you on live video and ask you questions and make comments. And basically friendships were built on the Blab site. Yeah, I've got possibly 400 or 500 friends who I connected with through Blab. Right. Okay. My experience. I was sat there on Blab. I was watching my friend, Phil Aston. Phil Aston lives down in Cornwall. He's a photographer, web designer, musician, you name it. He is a great person to know, and he's very helpful to everybody. So Phil Aston was doing his broadcast from Cornwall, and he actually got into the last 10 minutes of his show and he said, right, okay, would anybody like to join me on camera? Here's the link. And I don't know, because in those days, cameras and I were not best friends, okay? But before I knew it, I clicked the link and I was on camera talking to Phil, and it was like I was talking to Phil in a cafe. Yeah, we both sat at the same table, we were just talking away. We ignored everybody outside us. And that was my first taste of actually going live. There's a buzz about going live. There's a feeling that you get when you actually go live. And I thought, right, okay, if Phil can do this, then I can do this. So I said, right, I'm going to host my own show. So I hosted my own show. I invited a real world friend, John Upton, to actually join me. And we started doing a regular weekly show on Thursdays at 10 o'clock. And basically, we're just talking to each other about what's happening in the UK, what's happening in the world. And that was 6 years ago. This morning, we did episode 308 of that show. And we have gone from Blab through about 10 different live broadcasting systems, being on StreamYard today. And all the time, your confidence is growing. So we've been doing this for 6 years. 308 shows, which is absolutely totally amazing. And the 4 of us still talk to each other and get on in the real world as well. So if you're thinking, Tommy, about going live, the advice that I would give you is just do it. Okay. Starting up, go live, create a Facebook group, go live into the group with one friend watching. Okay. And they will, because they're friends, they will be giving you constructive criticism. You'll get feedback from them. Then invite 2 more friends and do the same routine again. And you practice until you become confident at being on camera, and you're actually broadcasting to your friends so they know who you are. They want you to succeed. Everybody watching you wants you to succeed. Then you double it from 4 people in the room to 8 to 16. Yeah. And you've got 15 other people watching you whilst you practice your routine. Okay. Now we know that comedians, all the best comedians, practice before they actually go out on the big stage. This is your practice before you go on the big stage. And you're practicing with 15 friends. You might invite one of them to go on camera with you. That's no problem at all. They're happy to do so. If you've got 15 people in the room, at least another person is going to want to go on camera. All this has been done in private. Nobody's seen you apart from your friends. You've gained in confidence. Then this is the bit that you just, this is where you just do it. You actually go live on your Facebook profile. Your friends come and watch you. You've got 15 people cheering for you straight away. And they will comment and they will like and they will ask you questions and they will encourage you. Yeah. And then you're on your way. You do first live broadcast, you do second, you enjoy them because your friends are there, and more people join. Right. That was my story, Marco.
Okay, I have some different approach because I don't have the same kind of friends that Steven has. So, well, the thing about friends is that sometimes they don't give you the right feedback. Okay,
Mhm.
this is something that, for instance, and now I'm seeing from the distance, I see things more clear. Okay, and for instance, when I started my live stream journey, those people, some of those people, I thought they were friends. They were just criticizing me, and they thought that I was doing that because I wanted to become famous and blah blah. So I think you should ask, okay, people you know and people who knows you, okay, but one, people who already made that path, okay, because they know how you're feeling, your pains, how they can help you. I think they are better person, better people to help you, and also people who may be your kind of target customer to see if you're doing the right approach, the communication you're doing resonates with their problems, with their things. But one thing that Steven said, and I think this is something that you should do, okay, it's prepare, okay, in controlled environments. A Facebook group, it's a nice option. Also, for instance, you can go live in the private mode on YouTube, okay, so nobody will see what you're doing, and then you can look at it, okay. Why I recommend that you can do these private live shows on Facebook, on YouTube, because for instance, at that point that you see, okay, now the video is good, you can just change the privacy settings and put it public, okay. And on Facebook you can do the same. But also I started on Blab as well, and it was different because in Portugal, live streaming, it's something that we tend, even though, for instance, in real life, we are really nice and friendly people and really extrovert. When it's a camera in front of us, usually we are shy people. Okay, so for so many people, this thing I'm doing, it's kind of a crazy thing, and I just want to appear on TV or something. So, but the thing is, main things that you should have in mind, it's practice. Okay, being in front of camera, and the thing is, when you start even going live for real, you're not in the big stage because you don't have audience. Okay,
Mm.
maybe God will be watching you, maybe some relative or a close friend or something may be watching you. So this is something that you should have in mind, and this maybe calm you down, because when I started, not even God was watching me. So this is something good as well, so you can get that confidence and go. And the other thing about the gear, let me see if I can change the angle. Okay, we already talked about webcams. Okay, I have some highlighted in my some in my carousel, but now I have here three microphones. The Shure, the oh my god, the Shure, no, forget about the Shure because it's not in the same kind of price range. I have the Blue Snowball Ice. I have the Stoner 777, TC 777, and also the Turner TC 30. Okay, all of them are under $50. Okay, so I think they have amazing sound, and besides that they are really affordable. Okay, let me highlight. And for instance, the toner microphones, they are in a deal. Okay, this one for instance, which is highlighted right now, Ambulance Coming, can you hear it?
No.
Okay, so this is what a dynamic microphone does. So the thing is, all of these microphones, they have good sound. They are condenser microphones. So for instance, if I was using them right now, you will be able to listen to the ambulance, but this is another story. So this could be a nice way for you to start. Okay, they are all USB microphones, so it's plug and play, and that's it. Okay, as you can see. And also let me show you my cameras. I think, because one you already know, this is the C920. Okay, again the light, it's moving, so it I
Yeah.
need to adjust a little bit. And also I have this creative camera. Let me show you. This is the camera I use to bring the desk angle. Okay, but I think maybe, okay, I think it has a good image as well. It's a 1080 camera. Okay, I
Mhm.
think it has a good image as well, and it's
Yes.
a $70 web camera. Okay, so I think they are really affordable things. Creative is also a really nice brand. So have in mind, and I think we should have in mind this as well. We are talking about investment. Okay, looking good on camera, sounding good on camera, it's investment. And for instance, I'm buying things. I bought this microphone. I bought my LED panels. I'm everything I'm buying right now to my setup, it's with money I'm making through live streaming. Okay, so
Yes.
this is something that we should have in mind as well, is that we need, it's like we open a store in a given street. Okay, we need to have shelves, we need to have a door, we need to have electricity, we need to have everything we need to attract customers, and so they can feel well there, comfortable, in a pleasant environment. And so this is the same when we talk about live streaming. Okay, okay, it's understandable that we don't want to break a bank. Okay, because otherwise I think it will be hard to go live from the prison.
There, you tell the story, and I'm going to retell it. That we both have friends. We both have friends who wanted to go live broadcasting, and they asked our advice after they'd bought themselves a new camera, a new microphone, and a whole host of equipment. And your friend did what once they'd done their first broadcast?
Somebody give up.
They gave up. So the sound advice from both of us is start off with what you've got, which is your
Yes,
internal camera, your internal microphone, and just go live. Just do it. Don't
your
think
cell,
about it.
your cell phone, it's enough.
Yep. Yep. I mean, we can go live on Amazon Live today with an iPad or an iPhone. Okay, so
Yes,
Marco's right. That's where you can start. And you basically there is the live video book, and the live video book. I know it's strange to be talking about it, but once you've gone live for the first time, if you enjoy going live, you'll go live for a second time. If you go live for a second time, you'll go live for a third time. Okay. And the more times you go live, the better you get. You improve as you go along, you learn as you go along. You
absolutely.
learn about the equipment, you learn about presentation. It's a learning experience. Live video is a learning experience. I mean, it's a way to tell our stories, you know.
Yeah.
So we've got a back catalogue of stories which you wouldn't believe. We can talk about anything and everything, really, but we concentrate whilst we're live here today on the items that we've purchased from Amazon. And we're very fortunate to be on Amazon. Just want to say thank you to Amazon Live. I want to say
Yeah.
thank you
Thank
to
you, Amazon. Thank you, Jeff Bezos.
true. And thank you to you for taking time out of your day to actually watch us live, because we're across the pond. We're in Europe. Britain is still in
Yes.
Europe. It's not just, yeah. We're not going
Yeah.
to. We don't do
It's
politics. We
another
don't do
story.
politics. We are in Europe. England and Portugal are our two nations which are very friendly towards each other and
Absolutely.
have been
For
for
a long time.
hundreds of years. For a long time,
Yes.
hundreds of years.
Holy aliens. And just something I need to add to this, because one of the another thing which is scaring. Yes. I like to say, I like to make this clear. Having in mind the risk, the the possibility of happening surprising things and something, live streaming, it's the Formula One uh, content format, okay, because it's risky, it's okay, almost everything can happen, but there's something. And I think both of us, Steven and I, because we have hundreds and hundreds of live shows, one thing we learn, and we learn how to manage as well, is mistakes may happen. And one of the things during this journey, we try to avoid making mistakes. But the most important thing is how we deal when unexpected things happen, or at least when things don't go as we want.
Mm.
Okay. For instance, someone who appears and it starts trolling. For instance, yesterday I was trying my new microphone and I plug it in the USB port, which was not working, and so I couldn't bring the microphone. So the thing is, crazy situations still happen, but you will learn how to deal with them. Because one thing it's important as well, the way you manage these crazy situations while you're live could be a nice way for you to engage your audience as well. Because for instance, if something goes wrong and you start getting frustrated, upset, your audience will be frustrated and upset and they will leave. Okay, so if
Yeah.
you, okay, things are going wrong, but you're going with a smile in your face and laughing, you're okay, let me try this way, and you keep trying and you keep engaging with your audience and you keep trying to fix things, I think it's the right approach you should have. Okay, so this is a kind of a long learning situation. Not everything will go 100% well from the first time, not even at the last time. Okay.
No.
that's but that's the beauty of things. For instance, at the beginning of this broadcast, we have some technical issues. We fixed them while we were live without panicking, without being upset, without any kind of problems. Okay, and we keep moving, and that's how it works. And this is something that we learn, how to manage this live stream stress, live video stress. And this, you can apply this knowledge you get even in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the thing is that the more you actually broadcast, the better you get. The more confident you become. The more feedback you get, the better you become. If you listen to people who are saying, well, you know, you should do this, then consider it. Be open to all suggestions whilst you're broadcasting. As far as things going wrong, this Marco and I today, everything that we say is from our knowledge of the equipment that we actually use on a daily basis. So we're speaking from the heart about things that we know about. But the other thing about this is that we know that in any given situation, this is live video. Live video, this is not television.
Yeah,
This is not
absolutely.
television where everything's rehearsed. The newsreader is reading a script on a teleprompter in front of them. We do not have teleprompters. We we don't have a script. We just have the two of us, two microphones, two cameras.
Absolutely.
That's it. Yeah. And we enjoy doing it. And the reason that we enjoy doing it is because we enjoy telling stories, we enjoy reaching out, and we enjoy sharing knowledge. And Amazon Live has given us an amazing platform to do that and to meet all of you today. So we enjoy it, and long may it continue.
Absolutely. And as you can see, time flies.
It does. It does.
Okay, so before heading to you, thank you so much for tuning in today. It was a pleasure. And thank you so much, Tommy, for bringing this so interesting and challenging question, because it requires a deep answer. Okay, it's not just do this and this. You have to weigh the options and to think and to try and everything. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to follow. By the way, you have here my and also Stephen. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Back to you.
Right. Okay. As Marco said, I just echo Marco's comments. Thank you for joining us today. It means so much that you do spend time with us. We hope that we've entertained, amused, and been informative about the products that are in our carousels. Marco and I, rather, are looking forward to a Christmas break. It doesn't mean we won't be broadcasting, but we wish you a safe, happy
Christmas.
Christmas.
By the way, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me check something here.
Wait a minute. He's moved away from the microphone. He was talking about this earlier. If you move away from the microphone.
So let's finish with the right soundtrack.
Okay. Off we go.
Okay. Well, I think we will just let me do something here. Okay, yes. Now I reduced a little bit the volume. This doesn't mean that we will be not being. I will be doing. I think even on Christmas Eve I will do a live show, because due to the different time zones, I can do it in the in the right time. Okay, but our show will be. We will make a short break. So meanwhile, we wish you a Merry
Merry Christmas,
and a
everybody.
Happy New Year. Bye bye.
Bye.